Hey everybody, thanks for coming to dance with me today. I'm Laura and today we're going to talk about the Minne Dip. The spelling is controversial, we'll get into it. First, thank you very much, people of Patreon, for helping to make this video free for everybody in the world, including people like you. It's a voluntary subscription service, and if you want to get in on that and help this video be free, check it out, links in the description. The bulk of this move comes from a variation that you see a bunch in vintage clips. Frankie Manning taught this move at a workshop in Minneapolis, hence Minne Dip, Minneapolis, not little. Controversy settled. Not really, I don't know about the spelling, I'm sorry. If you don't know who Frankie Manning is, look at me, you gotta look that man up. It's very important. Brooks and I are gonna build up the rhythm with a song. Join on in.
Pass the bounce, keep the rhythm moving past the bounce. Don't hold up the groove and tap 'em lightly, and politely say pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, and swing. Pass the bounce, here's the way to show it, pass the bounce. Tap 'em so they'll know it, tap 'em lightly, and politely say pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, and sway. Nothing but an everyday move with the tasty lick. Don't be slow, come get in the know. It's the hipster's latest skip. Pass the bounce, Mr. Hurdy-Gurdy, pass the bounce. Pass it on the dirty, tap 'em lightly, and politely say pass it on, pass it on, pass it on its way.
The entrance into the Minne Dip is from crosshand. Brooks and I get into crosshand from a Texas Tommy, but you can do it from all sorts of places. Frankie Manning and Erin do it from hand to hand in his video, highly recommended, link in the description. You can also just swing out and switch hands. It's totally fine, there are no rules. We're gonna show you the Minne Dip from 4 different angles, and then we'll go through it nice and slowly together.
Say pass it on, pass it on, pass it on its way.
Go over it nice and slowly. After getting into crosshand, the rhythm is rock, step, down, clap, up, snap, stomp off, triple step. If you need counts, think of it as 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 2, 3, and 4. Brooks and I travel past each other on the right. The way I think about it, the Minne Dip is essentially a variation on a 6-count pass, and that variation takes up the last part of the 6 count and the first part of the following swing out. This bleed over was super common practice back in the day. You can see it in all kinds of clips and it is super slick. Some quick tips that might help you out. Number 1. Since this is a variation on a 6-count pass, keep all of your footwork moving down the line until around the snap, like you would in a basic 6-count pass. Number 2, by the time the snap happens, you want some distance from your partner. Number 3, I think of that stomp off as a quick rock step. Notice Brooks steps behind him. I try stepping underneath myself, so even though I'm coming forward for the swing out, you can see that the rock of the rock step is still behind me. This helps make the following swing out possible. Because it's a variation, that means that both partners don't have to do it at the same time. Leaders can do it independently. Follows can do it independently. You can also just do that last rhythm as a slick variation of its own. Check out the way Frankie Manning is doing it in this jam with Norma Miller. Again, there are no rules. Of course, this move doesn't have to be a variation. It can be led, and in my opinion, it's one of the very few moves we have in Lindy Hop that is a led piece of choreography. So if you want to lead and follow it, this is how we do it. When Brooks lunges for the Minne Dip, he brings his hand down with him, thereby bringing my hand and me along. It doesn't have to be very forceful because there's no other move that I can think of that pulls my hand down in this way. Since this move is so classic and well known, it's super common to do bunches of variations on it. For example, rock step after the snap, thus making the Minne Dip an 8-count move. The snap on 7. Hold the snap forever. Do something totally different afterwards.
Nothing but an everyday
Repeat the snap. And of course, combinations of the above and so many more variations we didn't get into.
and I know it's the
Some of these are really easy to catch, some of them are a little bit trickier, some of them sort of depends on the rapport you have with your partner. For example, if I dance with somebody and that person always snaps on 7, I'm pretty comfortable that that person is going to snap on 7, so I'm going to be more ready for that in my mind. If you're wanting to follow these variations, my best advice would be aim for the basic, but keep an open mind. From a historic perspective, I haven't seen the Minne Dip in its entirety with the down, clap, up, snap in any vintage clips, so I suspect the way we think about it today is a modern invention. If you look at the 1995 video with Frankie and Erin, the clap's not even there. Moves evolve over time. We know this. Lindy Hop is a living art form. But I think it's important to know a little bit of the history so you know that what isn't necessarily what was or what will always be, and you can broaden your idea of what correct is. There you have it. I hope you had fun and I hope you had fun, you guys. There you go. I hope you had fun and learned a lot. If you did, do all of that YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, the algorithm. You know the drill. The music I'm dancing to is by the Prumo Orchestra. You can find a link in the description. If you want to join my Patreon, links in the description. And half of the money that I get for this channel goes towards organizations that support African diasporic art forms and art, because Lindy Hop is a black dance and that's super important. And the best way to learn how to dance is to dance.